Solving problems for rich people is the easiest way to grow your business. And I know immediately people are going to get pissed off because I said poor people. And I know that people get pissed off when I say we don't work for poor people. And if that is you, please stop watching right now. But if you want to know why we specifically steer clear of poor people, then you need to keep watching. And I know poor isn't the politically correct way to describe them, but for the sake of this video, it's easier to say that rather than economically disadvantaged or monetarily impaired. But regardless, my original point is undeniable and it is non-negotiable. After I lay out the three reasons, I'm going to share a story about a broke Karen who solidified my decision to stop working with low budget clients. And if you like this video and you want to get one-on-one coaching on how we can help grow your business, there is a link below with more information on that. So check it out and see if you qualify. So let's dig in. So first, wealthy people, rich people, they have disposable income and they prefer to pay somebody else to do the things that they don't want to do themselves. They value their time more than their money. And this is the precise reason why I shifted my business model from being everything to everybody to only targeting people that fit this description. People with money to spend and no desire to do it themselves. No desire to tell me that they could do it themselves. No desire to tell me about the last guy that did it cheaper. No desire to let me know that they've also got a pressure washer and could probably do it themselves. And why? Because these clients are going to require less attention, less hand-holding, less explanations of why it costs what it costs, which saves you time, energy, and the heartache and headache of dealing with people, right? They also aren't going to bicker over a few dollars because they understand the value of what they're paying for. They don't have an issue with the price. They just want a good job done. Okay. On the other hand, if you sell to people with less money, those customers are oftentimes more demanding, and they are the ones who are going to ask, how long is it going to take? Can I get a discount? All the questions that are setting you up for negotiations to lower the price, and you're going to end up spending a lot more time and energy making a lot less money. The second reason is selling to poor customers can lower your business's standards. Now, when you focus on customers who are always looking for the cheapest option, you are forced to cut corners in order to meet those pricing demands. Now, this can lead to, obviously, like I said, cutting corners or offering lower quality services just to make the sale. Now, over time, this degrades your brand's reputation. So I had a landscape business for about 12 years. One of our commercial accounts, it was a private club, and we had a contract with the owner to maintain and basically beautify the property, right? They let us do what we wanted, and the place always looked great because we fertilized, we had the irrigation on, so everything was lush and pretty, right? We did seasonal plantings to add color. We installed landscape lightings. The place was beautiful, okay? And they were happy to pay for it. Then this business was sold to a foreign group, if you will, who came in and they didn't want any of the extras. They refused to pay for any of the extras. No flowers, no bush trimming, no ground covering, right? No mulch, pine straw, whatever. The club, it was in one of the nicest neighborhoods in Savannah. It was a private club. Members paid a monthly membership fee, and they had high expectations, right? If you're paying for something nice, you want to walk into something that looks nice. Now, these cheap bastards even turned off the irrigation to cut costs, and I begged them to let us do more, to put down some mulch, to spray for weeds, fertilize, whatever, right? They wouldn't spend a dime, and I had to fire them because I didn't want my company's name associated with that shitty place. My brand was being hurt by having my employees, my trucks, my trailers in front of that place. And when you work for people like that, you get known as the cheap option, and that is a hard label to shake off. Now, in contrast, rich clients, wealthy clients, they expect and are willing to pay for higher standards, and we cater to them, right? And when you maintain a high level of quality and service, this helps to build a stronger, more reputable brand. People have faith, they see what you can do, and they're willing to pay more. Now, the third reason rich people are better for your business, they provide consistent, high-value, repeat business. Wealthy clients don't just buy once. They become loyal customers and they keep coming back, and they're more likely to refer you to their network of equally rich or affluent friends and associates, right? They understand the value of long-term relationships with a trusted provider, and they appreciate consistency. They appreciate reliability. You know the saying, I got a guy. Well, I have a guy for a lot of the things that I don't want to do myself, right? And I refer my guys all of the time because I trust them. They provide value and I like dealing with them. And I want my business to be that guy for lots and lots of people, right? Poor customers, however, are way too often driven by price alone, and they're going to jump to the next cheapest option without hesitation. And this lack of loyalty means that you're constantly chasing new business, trying to get new customers, which is far more expensive and time consuming than just retaining satisfied, high value, rich clients. And the more money your customer has, the more expensive your service is, the simpler their expectations really are. They just want you to deliver on what you promised without needing to be involved in like the minutia, right? The details. Like, for example, when I hire someone to do a job, I don't care about the specifics. I want to know that they have experience, which I can a lot of times tell just from looking at their website. I want to make sure that they've got good reviews. Smart businesses understand this and ask every customer for reviews, knowing the importance of reputation, right? This tells me that they're probably going to do a good job. And they might even use a tool like the review multiplier from Quote IQ, which redirects every single customer who pays an invoice to their Google review page, helping them get a lot more reviews. And that's a free tool inside of Quote IQ, and you can check it out at myquoteiq.com. And I apologize, I had to do that. But again, it's awesome. It's free. Review multiplier, Quote IQ. Check it out. Anyway, the bottom line is I never want to have a conversation about the details, right? I'm not going to ask you how long it's going to take. I'm not going to ask for referrals of other companies that you've done business with. I don't need an explanation of the process, and I certainly don't care about the equipment or the supplies used. I just want them to show up, do their job, and let me know how to pay them. However, if you're dealing with customers who are spending a significant amount of money relative to their budget, they are going to want to talk to you all of the time, right? And if that's the type of customer you're targeting or attracting with your pricing, with your marketing, then you just have to be prepared to handle that level of neediness from those types of people. So now I am going to tell you about Super Karen, okay? And the Super Karen that changed how I do business to this day. Now, when I first started this pressure washing business that I still run, I thought that the key to success was casting the widest net possible, right? And I honestly believed that by offering the lowest prices and trying to appeal to everyone, that I get more customers and my business would grow faster. And I did get a bunch of customers and I did grow fast, but I quickly realized how wrong I was attracting the wrong types of customers. So one day I get a call from a potential customer and she sounded legit, right? Calling, she wanted a price on a driveway cleaning. And then she asked a bunch of questions. How long I'd been in business, if I had referrals of people in her neighborhood, what kind of equipment that we used, how long it would take, and most importantly, how much it would cost. That is a common question. And I could tell from the start that she was focused on getting the absolute cheapest price possible. And I was new, we were hungry, and I quoted it pretty aggressively. She even asked if I could throw in a free walkway cleaning if she agreed to the driveway service. Now, like I said, I needed the business. So I agreed, thinking a little extra work wasn't going to be a big deal. And I'm sure we've all been in that exact spot. If you have, then comment below. I've been there. Anyway, when I showed up, I could immediately tell that this was going to be a challenging job. Her driveway was absolutely nasty, covered in just green and black, hadn't been cleaned in years from what I could tell. In the walkway, it wasn't much better. I also noticed that she had oil stains on her driveway, and there was also some rust stains on her walkway. And I did explain the situation and how I didn't quote her for stain removal, but we would do our best to minimize how everything looked. But it would cost extra because we're going to be using different chemicals to get that done. And she was not interested in paying anymore. She just wanted to get the job, the pressure cleaning of the driveway and the sidewalk done. And she must have asked 3 times if the price was going to change. And I said, absolutely not. I always stick to the price that I quote. So I got to work and, we put in way more time and way more effort than I had originally anticipated when I was quoting this job. I actually even used some oxalic acid for the rust stains. We used some degreaser for the oil stains, which obviously, there's costs there, which cost us more. But I just wanted to make sure that everything looked perfect. Okay. After way too much time spent on this job, the driveway, the walkway, they were done. And in my opinion, I thought they looked fabulous, right? I was also pretty proud at the work that we'd done, but she apparently was not satisfied. She came out, she complained that there were a few spots that didn't look perfect, even though they were impossible to remove. She wasn't happy with the amount of time that it took, and I don't know why. And even though I had already given her a great deal, she tried to negotiate an even lower price after we were done and packed up. I honestly couldn't believe it. Then a few days later, I got an email that said we got a 1-star review on Google. Now, it was a terrible review saying that my service wasn't worth the money, that the job wasn't done right. This review coming from someone who wanted the cheapest price and expected the world. And I have to admit, I was very upset. I was worried about what it would do to my business, how it would impact my reputation, right? And that is when I realized that chasing customers who only care about price, it's a losing game. You are not going to win this one. Not only did I lose money on the job, but the negative review she left most likely affected my business, and it made potential customers probably hesitate to hire me, all because one person who didn't want to pay for quality decided to voice her complaints loudly and on the interweb. And that was the day that I decided to shift my focus. And I realized that customers who want the cheapest price, a lot of times, also have the highest expectations. Now, they want the best deals, but aren't willing to pay for them. And when things don't go perfectly, they're the first to bitch and complain and leave bad reviews. These customers are going to end up costing you way more in time, money, and reputation than they're worth. So, obviously, I have changed my strategies. I'm talking to you guys about it today. If you watch the channel, you know that I preach this. And I started targeting customers who understand the value of quality work and who were willing to pay for it. These customers, they are far less likely to haggle over every single dollar. And more than likely, they're going to appreciate the effort and the skill that you have put into your work, right? These are the people that leave positive reviews. These are the people that have guys that refer to their friends and their family. And by doing this, it's really helped my business grow. And essentially, in the end, I learned that it is not worth chasing after customers who want everything for nothing, right? It's better to find the people that value your work and are happy to pay for the quality services that you bust your ass every single day to provide. And it's just going to make your job easier, right? It's going to make your business more profitable, and it's going to make your life a whole lot less stressful. And if you want to get a bunch of reviews, you got to get Quote IQ. Use a free review multiplier, 100% free to use. And if you want one-on-one coaching with Justin and myself, hit us up with the link below. And I hope that this video helped.